All right, how we doing today, folks? Let's get that mic up and happening. How are you all going? I'm going to tell you, watching that countdown just drop, into the 10, 9, 8, and I hadn't entered the world, I was starting to feel a bit of panic. I was like, no. How are we doing on this fine Thursday? We've had a bit of storming in the area. It looks to have cleared up now, but hoping it doesn't come back. Let's kick it off. New island, new me, and what do you mean that none of the fantasy skin colours are available? That's outrageous. Unreal. Right, so if we're being honest, I'm probably like white ghost. Like if all the lights were off, you'd still see me. Hey Rena, how you going? Oh, Sindri. They've been going around, hey, everywhere. I've been seeing it all in the news. Just storm here, storm there, storm everywhere. I hope everyone is safe and all your stuff's okay. You have to work for them and become Sally's bestie. That's rubbish. That makes me so upset. This is my favorite hair. My hair's brown. How boring. How look, even my eyes were just so done with myself. Hey Damo, lots of gale force winds there. I know, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, I don't want to get the tinfoil hat on or anything, but day after tomorrow warned us, So at this stage, I'm just waiting for Jake Gyllenhaal, and I'm like, this is it. This is my time. It's about to get cold, but not for me. Hello, my love Ben, who's also in the chat. Oh, well, I haven't even... Sorry, I'm being terrible at this. Welcome in, everyone, at the start. So we had Azzy, we had Zildor, which I was just so thrilled when Ben said that you religiously watch these. I was like, what? You're so sweet. So, hello. Hey, Ash. Hey, Ben. And hey, Sindri. I think I covered you all. We're exciting. We're starting new, and nothing is sitting more onto me than this face without a beak. It feels raw. I love the freckles, I think. Freckles or blush? Do we have a preference? You got a cyclone brewing out at sea, so hopefully it turn head inland. Gee, that's scary. Do you have a cyclone shelter? Is that the... Okay, freckles it is. Yellow, of course. Sorry, not even a contest. What's my name? Your... I forgot how to spell it for a second. And the island's name. Do we have a preference for island? I should have thought of this. I have a whole plan, and I even set up a whole other scene in OBS because I want to show you guys sort of my plan for this whole new island. I just want to start from scratch and kind of go from there. And it's kind of being nilly-willy. No, you shelter in your house and board up the windows with sandbags and you do what you can. That's so scary. That's got to be actually frightening. I am so sorry. You know what? We could call it Stormy, the Stormy Island, because that's what Australia's been lately. It's just all storms. No, that doesn't feel right. Ben, I'm hoping you heard that. What if... Let's just go... I'm going to call it Toowoomba. In honour of Shelley, we'll call it Toowoomba. You're used to it. From September to March is cyclone season. I cannot stress enough how much I don't want to go through that cutscene. Someone called out Mum. Could you go and help him, please? I appreciate you. All passengers prepared. So I'm doing a new island or whatever. Don't get used to the cutscenes. I hate them. And, we're all here. We've all seen it. So yada, yada, yada. I cannot stress enough how much I don't need this. Let's have a look at our map. Well, it's a pretty neat map. All right, so I could probably do, hold on. Bear with me 1 second, folks. We're going to switch things. Oh, look at it. You love to see it. All right, so here's my plan. We're going to get our little fella here. I'm going to do it black because that's going to contrast nicely. It's a pretty nice map, right? So we know that the telly towers are like roughly here, like north, south, east, and west. We're all pretty familiar with that. Now, I want to do is a highway. And, you know, this has been done before, so I'm not breaking any new ground, and that's fine. So I want to do a highway like that. And I kind of want to follow the land as it's going. In the middle is where our town hall's going to be. So it's actually going to go there in like this part. If I just, never mind. So line there, and then like a diamond in the middle, and it's going to miss the middle part. And then we're going to have like, I want diamonds. This is revolutionary, guys. You won't have seen it before. Roads. Hold on to your hats. Here we go. All right. So that right there is probably going to be the layout of the island. The road system is what I want to happen. And so I kind of want the town specifically all in here. Fun little things out in here, you know, just fun little town things. And then in these areas here, right, they're all going to be like different biomes. This one is going to be a beach biome because I'll be damned if I'm dirt printing that whole thing. Yeah, and so when I say like biomes, I'm thinking like I want like a big swamp, and I don't mean, you know, like the swamp that we've got here, but like actual proper swamp and like a massive forest kind of thing. I had ideas. Did I write them down? No, but we've got 4 biomes to work with. We've got a big town center, and then we've got fun little projects galore. And that's the plan. That's our go ahead. That's what we're working towards. So with that in mind, this series is also I don't know if boot camp's the right word. Okay, let's talk to her. But if you haven't played Dinkum before, you can read all of this in your own time. But you can also follow relatively what I'm doing to kind of, yeah, you know, help yourself kind of get through, essentially, because I still want to like get all of my tools, get all the people, get all my skills up, all of this. Masterpiece. Yeah, I was an art major. You probably couldn't tell. With that in mind, let's see. Can we... Oh, look at that. No. That's bad news. The dock's right in the way. We could probably have the road... We'll leave it. We'll improvise. It's our first little huddle. You know, adapt, overcome, improvise. It's going to be fine. We'll be fine. But I am going to stick everything relatively close by to this fella here, I think. And a road's going to go diagonally around that way. So we're probably just going to chuck it there when I'm ready. Just build a couple of nice bridges to continue the road. Yeah, absolutely. I can move it or find a new island. Reroll. Do you think we should reroll? It's pretty neat that it was just like I think it's pretty neat that it actually like lines up relatively well. I think this would be like a neat little challenge. I think I might keep it. But before I do anything, I'm just going to go around and harvest, you know, all the good stuff while we have an infinite day ahead of us. Because that's the way to do it. You like this island? I do too, actually. I think it's going to have a lot of challenges, particularly when it comes to the rivers and like if pulling it open again because you haven't started it enough this stream, but like we've got some pretty big lakes happening. And so just finding fun ways to kind of incorporate that, I suppose. It's no Nilly Willy. You're right. It's no Nilly Willy. But that's okay. And it kind of, like, I'm going to be honest, it feels kind of nice to start again. I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I'm starting, I pick up all the shells that I can, trying to get, you know, that foraging level up. All about those fresh new starts and things like that. And it's kind of, it's been so long since I've started. So my very first island was the one when the game was practically just released. I think I might have been like a month behind or something. Practically first released. I'm very excited about it. Go away. And that was my very first island. And it's something. And that's how you ended up with 5 islands. Well, this is like my third, actually. I think my favorite thing, though, is like doing tours. I've been hanging out with like a couple of people outside of stream, which is really difficult to nail down a time. But it's one of my favorite things to just go in, check out the island, check out the builds. You know, with no pressure, you just kind of go away. With, you know, no pressure, you're just hanging out and vibing and stuff. And I still stand by that I struggle to build. So anyone watching this for the first time coming to me for build ideas, you're going to be very, very disappointed. But, you know, I can play. So I can play Dinkum like the best of them. But, yeah. And it's because everyone as well, when I say that, I'm not looking for, oh, but you can. That's not it. That's not the vibe. It's so funny when people come to my first island and I was like, see, I told you that I couldn't build. And to hear the like, it's nice. I get a kick out of it every time. Oh, they ate all the meat. That was rude. So it's the funniest thing to me. But again, like, it's one of the really good things about Dinkum is that you don't have to be great at building and you don't have to be great at playing and you don't even have to be particularly great at anything, and it's still just a really fun and cozy game, you know? Here we all are, hanging out, vibing. You love spending 3 hours collecting all the things and marking the map. First day's the best, right? I didn't mark. Oh, well, it's practically there. So I'm going to mark there. For those who don't know, I suspect you will do, but your telly towers are actually directly in line with each other, east and west, and directly in line with each other, north and south. And I think they do line up to have somewhat of a diamond shape. So let's go. I'm not going to drag out first day too long. We want to get to the good juicy stuff, but I also kind of do want to give myself the best start that I can. So just going around, let's aim to get the telly towers marked out, and then we'll go and do our quests. I think is probably going to be the vibe. Except for the bush devils that want to bite your bottom, or the crocs, or the murder birds. Yeah, totally cozy. It's Australian cozy. You just learn to live with it. You know? Oh, actually, here we go. I was reading fun little Would You Rathers, and here's one for you all, and I'm really interested. Say that it's guaranteed that you're going to spend some time in a locked room with a whole bunch of spiders. So I don't know how many, just a whole bunch. Assume, I suppose, an uncomfortable amount of spiders. Would you want the light on or off? Because I think I'd be more comfortable with the light on, if I'm being honest with you. I think I would like to see them. Here we go. There's the telly tower here, which is great. So that's practically them all marked. We've just got to head on over that way. Oh, and then you can see where to squish. No, you can't squish them. They're just trying to vibe. They're just trying to do their thing. You know, they're just trying to hang out. Yeah, I think lights on for sure. But then poor people with actual proper arachnophobia. You, it's an uncomfortable amount of spiders, presumably, but like it's even more uncomfortable if, spiders make you uncomfortable. Take a shot every time that I say the word uncomfortable. The stream's going to get much funnier real quick. Watch you beat them bloody, you'd be freaking out. What would have you, what could you have in a room that would actually make that an interesting question? Like bugs? Uncomfortable amount of spiders is one. So light on. It's one of my big fears. If we're talking like Divergent, where you go into that simulation that runs through all of your fears, I think like the thought of thousands of bugs crawling all over me and crawling up my nose and crawling in my ear, that's what it'd do for me. I'd die on the spot. They'd have to like drag my corpse out of that room. Here we go. Because there's just that, the thought of that's what gets me. I can handle a couple, but, ooh. Oh, geez, you can have nightmares now. Because that's the scary part. It is scary. Oh, it's not for me, babes. Not at all. I could not do it. You would not catch me dead. But, yep. You're welcome. I'm just keeping you all up. Getting that adrenaline going. See, this part of the game isn't particularly thrilling, so I have to thrill you in other ways. Glad to see it's working. You want to talk about thrilling, actually. Here we go. Here's me. So these are my types of games. These are my vibes, my energy. But lately, I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy. No, Sindri, you can't kill them. Because they eat all the bad bugs that you don't want. They're just earning their keep. How far up have I gone? Okay, so we're aiming for somewhere over there. Imagine coming to this. Like, I tried to, here we go, YouTube stuff. I tried to tailor the thumbnail to like, oh, if you need some help learning how to play Dinkum, come to me. I will help you. I know how to play. It's actually my one talent. And then you come here proper prepped, proper ready. You're just walking around your thing and then confronted with the horrors of 8-legged freaks and like 6-legged other freaks. There we go. How close was I? I was actually relatively close. There we go. One spider in the house means lots of babies. Listen, I think you're right. So we've been getting whitetails in our house and it's not been a pleasant time, and I'm seeing babies, and I get so upset when I have to kill a spider. Like, it genuinely makes me want to cry. I just feel so bad for them. And that's what gets me. It's like, is they're just vibing, and they can probably see me coming, and they probably know that like this is it for them. This is like the end of the road. There's no more down. Yeah. And then I just like, and for it to see me coming and be like, wow, I didn't even get to say goodbye to all my spider friends. It fucks me up. I'm like, oh, I can't. You found a redback curled up in the bikes at work the other day, killed the shit out of that thing. But you have to, though. You work in a childcare. That's Like, I get that sometimes you have to. No, only good spider is a dead one. We had whitetails in the house recently and had pest control done. Yeah, like, so for me, there's a lot of spiders I will just leave to let them do their own thing. Um, you know, nature's bug control. I'm for it. I'm like, do your thing. You don't bother me. I don't bother you. And if you happen to find, 10 cents for rent, great. Good job earning your keep, little buddy. But like whitetails in the house are just a big no. You can't risk it. They're just, and if you've ever like Googled what happens to your skin after a whitetail bite, it's not a pretty sight. You can't do that, Stuart, babe. You can't humanize them now. I feel bad. But that's what goes through my head, though. I do it for everything. It's actually becoming a genuine problem. I almost bought a pack of like crushed wheat bix at the store because I thought nobody else would buy it and that it would make it sad. It's it's a box. Like, I don't know. Y'all, it's just got to stop. Like, and this is how big corporations win you over. That's why they have those Twitters that like humanize them and stuff, because you're like, wow, Duolingo is actually so funny. Who's chasing me? Go away. Like, wow, Duolingo is just a big funny bird. I will pay for that family subscription, actually. Now, I was reasonably close with this too. Look at that. I'm telling y'all. I got... Sorry. I've got dinkum skills. You see that? Not one bit of damage taken. Learn from me, folks. Eyes in the back of your head, always. Give you snakes any day. I love snakes. You had a snake curled up inside your washing machine a few years ago? What an odd place for it. Does your washing machine, like, do you wash with hot water? You would never use it again? Oh, Misty, love, we'll visit you, I think, in America. I think that's what's going to be best. To be fair, like, cold only, I'm the same, cold only. The only way to do it. But that's really odd, because they usually prefer, like, hot places, because they're cold-blooded. Yeah, you'll never be coming here to see me. Oh, well, I'm hoping, because Aussie Nuts sounds like, well, I hope he's, speaking of Aussie, I hope he's doing much, much better. Surgeries are not fun. Although, listen, hospital food is banging. I love hospital food. And I think my favorite thing about hospital food is you don't have to make it. And it gets taken away when you're done. Prime stuff. I'm running past all this gold. That's the stuff. That's it. Snakes are awesome. They are. Unless they're my ex. It was a shotgun shot was the only way to remove it. And then you had a huge hole in your washing machine. No. Oh, no, Sindri. Oh. It's me, you, or this wall. I'm afraid this wall's got to go. Washing machine too. Oh, dear. If you washed it, it probably would have contorted itself into a new bag. The joys of living on a farm. That's it. It's a whole different... Oh, I thought that was a rare dog. I was actually going to cry. I've only ever seen one, and it was on Azzy's World. It was probably something lethal. Are you in Australia, Sindri? I feel like I might have asked this before. Because it's like, I know that, so Australia's got something like 7 out of the 10 most venomous snakes or something like that. It's a stupid amount. But how often do we see them? Apparently a lot, according to Sindri right now. It was a tiger snake. Oh. Because you see carpet pythons everywhere. They're just trying to get all up, hang out, just chill, vibe. They're probably sick of paying rent in their fields. Like there's some big criminal underring of like real estate. Underring, that's a word. Well, that's what it is in the snake world, actually. Um, yeah, and so like we thought as humans our real estate prices were insane, but try being a snake. Tiger snakes are pretty though. Always someone you can call to remove them. Yeah, that's it. Stay away from black snakes and brown snakes. That, I mean, most of the time, if you just stay away from most of the wildlife in Australia, you're fine. Like, just don't get up all in their business. And you're going to have a good day. Pretty neat day because you get to see some snakes and spiders and kangaroos and crocodiles and all of that. There's no one when you live miles away on a farm. Yeah. I mean, the call-out fee alone must just be insane. Now you're really going to have nightmares. Just looked up tiger snake. Oh, no. I used to have a pet children's python, and then it got out. So I hope it's out there thriving. It's been about 15 years. Let's grab that little fella there. What would be pretty neat? How much stuff have I got? I feel like I've got nothing. What would be pretty neat is if we could get some coconuts and get that happening. Do we reckon I could get lucky with them out this way? Let's aim for that. So again, for those of you that are new to Dinkum, coconuts early game are pretty busted because they're worth a lot. And you can just grow them and sell them. That's the plan. If you get bitten by a tiger snake, you have about half an hour to get to medical treatment. It's insane. Shout out to you, though, who's just seen it and was like, nope. I could never. I think I would barter with it. And that would be my downfall. You had a children's python too? What was yours called? I need to know. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Nice and close. This is prime stuff. And what I'm going to do is jump on these rocks. I said jump on these rocks so I don't have to swim. Oh, Rita, no. You have enough nightmares of days. Honestly, Misty, they're an overgrown worm. They're not that bad. Like, they're called a children's python because they're so small. And they're just adorable. Cooked figs are really OP for early game money. 200 will get you good dinks with John. Maybe I'll do that. Because how many have I got? 36. I'm almost there. Mine was called Tiny. Run to the clutch. Oh, that's so cute. I can't deal with it. Mine was called Juju from The Princess and the Frog. Because at the time, I was absolutely obsessed with The Princess and the Frog. It's the ADHD brain that I need to fall asleep with something going. And for the longest time, it was The Princess and the Frog. And for so long, actually, that now, when I listen to the starting sequence, I genuinely start to feel tired. So I've bloody Pavlov dogs myself. Let's go there. And let's go get some figs. You still have her first shed? That's so beautiful. How long ago did you have her? She told you to look up a type. You're walking to your clothesline to hang out washing, all of a sudden looked down and thought, nope, that's not my garden hose. That's not a good feeling. We, similarly, my friend and I were going, we live in Toowoomba and there's a lot of little creeks all there. And they have really tiny, like, bait fish. And so my friend had an aquarium. And so we took his kids, we took my kid, and we went, like, just creek fishing, essentially, which is just, like, scooping it up with a net to see what you can get. Anyway, go away. I stood on an overhanging log and then outshot this red belly black snake. I about died. And you should have seen me, because like your first thought, go away, shoo. When you're with kids, it's not like, oh, I'll get my foot away. I like screamed at the children like, no, like, fuck off, there's a snake. And they didn't know what to make of me because I was just screaming like an absolute mad woman. The snake's probably like, calm down. It's not that, it's not that deep. Just absolutely losing my mind. And then what we did, the way we pivoted from that was we just went about 20 meters down the creek and just went fishing there. So that's how serious we took that situation. So it's not as bad as people make out, Missy. You've lived in Australia for 24 years and never had a problem with the wildlife. You're dating me, you certainly have a problem with the wildlife. Like, I'm the wildlife lover. 1999, you've got her? I don't know how long they live. So, what's that? That's 25 years. Do they live 25 years? I feel like the answer to that is no, and I feel really sad for now. You've been in Australia for 62 years and never had issues with wildlife, only snakes on the farm. I think that's pretty common because you're like prime hunting lands. Your stepdaughter would love you guys. She adores snakes. When she lived with us, I had to forbid her from bringing one in the house. Oh, no, but like they just want to cuddle Misty. Trust me, just cuddle it. I think that's my life's mission is like I want to have a snake and to have Misty love it. That's it. That's my new goal in my life. This is peak Rymanora living. Where am I going? Completely the wrong direction. You grew up in a house. We had snakes, lizards, scorpions, birds, cats, dogs, mice, fish. Yeah. And that's just in this house. You live up north of Western Australia. You go to jump in pool for a swim and then see, nope, can't get, got a croc in there. I can't believe you'd swim up there in anything not in a pool. That scares me so much. I thought that dog was wearing that tuft of grass then. Like because you don't see them. I've seen videos that people have taken where it's just like the riverbed. So still where you can still sort of see, I'm here for fixed, still sort of see the bottom of it. And then they throw something in the water and then you can see the croc. And you have to watch it again to really try and spot the croc. It's so hard. And then learn your behavior as well. They will go for anywhere where there is water. So they even got, like, hop in your pools and stuff. That's rude. They don't even bloody pay for maintenance. I bet they wee in it too. Disrespectful. 15 to 25 year lifespan. You would love an albino Burmese python, yellow and cream. Oh, that would be beautiful. Is that like a banana snake? I think. Hold on, I have to Google this now. That's banana snake. Yeah, so they're pretty cute. I'm not going to show it just in case anyone is like actually proper scared of it. But that's cute. It's adorable. I'd vibe with that. So when you lived in the far north Queensland, we would swim in the creeks during the day, then go down and shine a torch over the water. Crocodile City. How are you still alive? That's my question. Yeah. Because, so, when I was young, I grew up near Burke. In Burke. And not even grew up that much. I think we moved away when I was like 6. And in there was the Darling River. And that's where we would swim. And you're fine because you're in bloody Western New South Wales. You have a good time in there. Where are all these figs that I was promised? Probably up near where I marked. Most of the time they stay in the rivers, but now and then they wander into someone's yard and into their pool. How do you get rid of them? It's not like you can really coax them out. Like, come here, boy. Like, that's not going to happen. There you go. Aussie's not scared, we live with it. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I suppose had I lived up there, I probably would too. Like, it would just be a way of life. It's just part of lifestyle. I saw this one guy, and um, he nursed, I think the crocodile or alligator, one of the ones, I think it was shot, and he nursed it back to health, and they ended up forming this like really beautiful bond. And this guy had like a river out the back of his house, and they like cuddled and in the water and stuff, like they'd swim together, and he'd let the large reptilian thing in his house, and they'd sit on the couch. And I just thought that was so beautiful. And I know people are like, oh, they'd eat you in a heartbeat and stuff like that. But I sometimes think that, you know, or more than sometimes, feel like they would actually feel love and gratitude if you treat them right. So I'm old and scared of everything nowadays, but not when I was younger. Honestly, I was still scared. The only thing that could truly scare me was when the lights were off. I was scared of the dark. And it's like, my darling son, he's also scared of the dark. And he's like, what if something's in there? And I'm like, oh my God, you're right. And then we're both scared. You get used to most things, yes. You lived in North Queensland for 18 years. Cyclones, floods, fires, Taipan killed your dog. Oh, toads and frogs. It's crazy what we can adapt to. I'm sorry about your dog. That would have been so heartbreaking. It's just, yeah. It is crazy what we can get. How are we looking? 96. And I think it goes in reverse too. So we can get used to like really harsh living conditions. But y'all, I gotta tell you, I'm getting really used to like comfy living conditions. Like I used to be able to handle the heat like nobody's business. And now if it's so much as like 1 ounce of sun gets on me, I'm like, oh, it's hot. We need to turn on the aircon. And it's all Ben's fault. It's because I used to be proper handle the heat, and he can't handle the heat at all. So we'd always have the fan on. And now I need the fan on. Oh, I'm a big sook now. Queensland just had a big cyclone. Are you talking about the one in at the Gold Coast, Christmas Day? Because that was insane. The heat when younger, not now. Yeah. Maybe that's just it. Maybe it's not Ben's fault at all. Maybe I've just aged. And now I'm just really uncomfortable. Do you know what's funny about that? It's not funny at all, but do you know what's funny about that? So it happened Christmas Day, right? And my mum lives at the Gold Coast. And so she always comes up Christmas Day. And she actually came up Boxing Day this year. So just randomly, it was like, not Boxing Day, Christmas Eve. It was really late in the afternoon. She's like, what time are you planning on going to bed? I was like, well, a certain Santa still has to have his shift, so not for a long time. And she's like, I might come stay the night. I was like, that's awesome. I can't wait to see you. And she came and she stayed the night, and she usually comes up early Christmas morning and goes home late Christmas Day. But that day, she just, like, I think, like, she was just vegging out. We were having a pretty lazy Christmas, just, especially as the day wore on. I think we watched a movie together and we just, like, vibed. And then she's like, you know what? I might just stay another day. And I was like, brilliant. I think this is the first time we've actually spent a full 24 hours together in a really long time. So I just felt really blessed. And so she went home Boxing Day and was like, holy snap and duck shit. There's just stuff everywhere. And Mum managed to miss all of it. And I'm just so grateful about that. You know, it's funny how some things kind of happen that way. So you hoped it wasn't another cyclone Christmas Day like Darwin had Christmas Day and wiped the town. See, I didn't hear about that. But I don't watch the news a lot. And it's intentional. I can't watch a lot of the news because well, like you said, well, like I said, I put feelings to a bloody Weet-Bix box. I can't handle just all the negativity in the news all the time. It's relentless. And yeah, I can't do it. So I don't. So I just kind of burrow my head in the sand. Okay. I think that's probably... Oh, hang on. We still got a whole bunch here. So we'll get these last cactus figs and start getting these quests underway. I've been literally walking around this island for a good hour. That's it. But, you know, it's first day stuff. You've got to do it on your first day. You know? You want the best start? You do it. For me, what I want is like, I want cyclone forced weather, but like everybody and everything is safe. Do you know what I mean? So it's, I love really heavy rain, and I love really like fast winds and super loud thunder and bright lightning, all of it. I love it. I don't love just how dangerous it is for everyone else. So listen to me for everyone else, as if I'm safe in it. I may not be safe, but I sure am happy. That's it. Your brother was in Cyclone Tracy? That would have been so scary. Especially when you feel like you can't do anything. Like, well, because you can't, you know, you just kind of got to ride it out. Is that island going to be the town centre? No. So the town centre, so the actual, like, it's going to be the centre. So in between all of the roads are going to be there. You're on the Gold Coast years ago when a mini tornado went through in a motel on the 43rd floor. The sway, you got seasick and sitting still. Oh, mate, that would have been so scary. That's just absolutely frightening. I did not know there was a museum for it, though. I think if I was that high up, I'd start walking down the stairs. Like, you know, I wouldn't use the elevator. Oh, speaking of elevators, have I got a story for you? Proper grinded my gears twice. So I went into the office for the first time this year today, and we have 3 elevators. One's like right up the back and you have to walk through the car park to get it. And then 2 up the front in like the atrium. And one of them was out of order. Not that you'd know that. So I work on the 2nd floor and I was walking down the hall, clearly had my bag on, had my headphones on, very clearly heading to the bloody elevator. And the guy that was standing there didn't even wait. He just walked in and started going down. And I wasn't that far away. And so you know what I did? Oh, I ran down the stairs, like the fire escape that's right next to it. So I was like, proper like running down. I'm like, oh, you're gonna regret that, buddy. And so I beat him down. And I heard the doors open and I turned around and I was like, and then kept walking. I sure showed him, haha. And then, as well, to prove, oh, here's the sign. Nice. Anyway, so, and this happened on the way back. So I went and did all of my little stuff and I was coming back. And same thing, there was a woman at the elevator and I wasn't that far away again. And she just walked in and went like she was going up. So she walked and I got there in time to see the doors shut. And I was like, oh, you bitch. And I was fuming because on the other elevator was an out of order sign and she was standing there long enough to see it. So she would have known that what she did was a dog act. You could have even just pantomimed, like, are you coming in? You know? And, oh, fuming. And so I pressed the button. And the funny thing was the elevator must have went down first because we've got basement levels. So it went down and then it came up and it opened and guess who was in there? It was her. And I walked in and you know how, I'm pantomiming because I'm so passionate about just how wronged I was in this moment. But you know how if you stand in an elevator, you're meant to face the doors? I didn't. I stood there and I didn't look directly at her, but like the wall right behind her head was probably the most interesting thing. And I didn't just lose you all there. OBS just said it disconnected and reconnected. Have I still got y'all? Just like the elevator, the doors have closed on this stream. Oh, I gotta tell you. So, just to be fair, I wasn't trying to be intimidating. All I was doing was just making it very clear that what she did was dog. Oh, the wall was the most interesting thing. That's correct. It was. Best thing I've seen all year. I'm so glad you're all still here. And that's really annoying that it disconnected. It was like, enough about elevators. There we go. Yes. We've seen this all before. This is me, Hogwarts Legacy. This is what I do. I read it. I read it instead of listening to them. So I read and skip the dialogue. I just don't waste my time with dialogue. How are we going? I still want this remotely pretty. So probably like, I want to say here. And we'll have like a decorative stump. Hi, Spec. Welcome in. It's the Spec Bites raid. How you're going? You just missed the best story. A tater raid. Look at all you potatoes. Hey, Kimmy, welcome in. Whoa, my exposition. Yeah, that's it. Oh, not in this life. All right, place 10. Talk to Fletch. How was your stream, lovely? Hi, Sam. How'd your go? Did you put the boot in boot camp? No, I haven't. Oh, buddy. Hey, Gio. Thank you all so much for raiding. I appreciate you. Hey, Nanny. Oh dear. I gotta tell you what, Spec. I'm so sorry that both super chats came from me, because one was meant to come from Ben, and he just had the worst time with his bloody password. It was something. I hate how this is such, and it's so pedantic, but I hate how the platforms don't align. Do you see that? So I can't put it there. That can't happen. Let's go. Oh my god, Sam had to take over talking for you. You were so emotional. Oh. Ha! I made my friend cry. No, I'm sorry. It's so well deserved, and we love you, and we just wanted to support you, and we had the plan hatched the whole time. Haha. I'm gonna put it up to try and hold on. That's not in line. Yep, that's good. We'll work it out. You're glad it made you so happy. Me too. It's so deserved. Absolutely so deserved. Hold on. You're going to check out Big Bites. I'm doing it. Did it do the thing? It did the thing. Gee, you love to see it. Placed it. Let's have a little chat. Yep. And I'm skipping through this. I cannot. Ugh, I hate this stuff so much. Waste my time. Hey, Polaris, how you going? Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Okay. We're starting a new island, and you all just missed out on the most spectacular piece of art that I've ever driven in my life. Drawn. Let's get all of these delicious goods. There we go. Oh, I've almost got 1,000 already. That's insane to me. Find something to eat. Talk to Fletch. Here we go. See, this is why we do it. So we can just get through all this talking and get it all over and done with. I need like a skip dialogue option. We could see this art again. Have I still got it up? Okay, yeah. Look at it. Can you tell what it is? Hi, Lily. Welcome in. This is the town hall approved architectural design for the town. This is city planning at its prime. I'll do a quick explain. So let's change colors. Let's just see how crazy we can make this by the end of the stream. So, from the abstract, that's it. So the telly towers are roughly here, and here. I'm actually not too far off with where they actually are. I was really impressed with myself. And could have become noughts and crosses. Ah, yes, Picasso. I love it. But yeah, so all the telly towers there, and I want to do like a highway from here to here. And I know that's not exactly like, I know it's been done before, but I'm doing it again. And so from there, I'm going to have like roads up like diagonal as well. And so, it's got this diamond kind of shape. In the center here, here's where town hall's going to be, and it's actually going to be in the center of the whole map. And so we're going to do a nice little design in there somehow, some way. And then I'm also going to have roads like roughly a square there. And so in here, in these 4 squares, that's where all of the town buildings are going to be. And then in these little bits here, you can see how I've described this before. I'm reading off cue cards, actually. But these parts here are going to be little, like, fun builds, I suppose. And then in these big boy sections, all around there, I want to do, like, actual proper big biomes and stuff. Do you see it? It just has to kind of be talked through. So, yes, that's the... Oh, hold on. Hold on. That one. There we go. Now we're kind of where we should be. There we go. That's the whole... Yeah, I'll figure out something. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm tired of this conversation. Stop. Good grief. All right. Good grief, I said. All right. Let's go catch some bugs just until we're full. Let's put this down and we'll go from there. So, big plans. Big plans. And I think it'll be kind of neat. I feel inspired again because I was just feeling a little bit uninspired about the other one. Well, you do usually have to explain abstract art to people. Yeah, that's a fair call. I'm a windbag. We just say gas bag, and I just don't stop. And, like, I mean, obviously I do. I sleep sometimes. Not enough for Ben to get a moment's peace. He falls asleep before I do, and I get up before he does. That's just prime. I should do something with that. Just prank him a little bit. You know, he's rested easy for far too long, if you ask me. And I haven't actually, we haven't pranked each other in a long time. My favourite one is the kiss. But I was having a little giggle to myself about the Christmas party. What am I doing? I'm going around catching some bugs and stuff. Just to get ready for the museum and getting some permit points. So we're going to need that. That energy needs to be bottled. If I could sell it, I tell you. To be fair, actually, Lily, it is bottled. It's Coke. It's Coke. You heard the word prank. No, you didn't. No. You keep resting easy. Rest on your laurels, so to speak. I'd make a fortune. It would be pretty neat. And I mean, Coke is a pretty profitable business, pretty profitable company. Let's look at that. 10 bugs. 10 out of 10 for bugs. All these bugs I'm catching, you'll have to sit in a room with them, not just in a room by yourself. You'll get me back. Nah. I'm the best. My ones have been the best. I'll tell you all. So the first one was, we were actually, I could probably let's get rid of you. We're getting pizza and he kissed me, and very loudly in the pizza thing, I was like, what are you doing? You're my brother. It was the funniest thing in the whole. I still laugh about it. Right, give him the newspaper to read the sports section. He'll be right. Yeah, that's it. Here, read this. Don't talk to me until you're done. Our dogs were sleeping in between your husband and you last night. Tom wanted them to move, and I was just about to drift off. He let out a horrendous yell, scared the dogs and you to heck. Oh, don't eat that. That's mine. And why? Because he couldn't. He wanted them to move. That's brilliant. And I mean, it was effective. It worked. Right, you're streaming. I mean, Coca-Cola, 100%. I love Coke so much. And Riley's got it right. She's like, you know, everyone else has their vices. This is her only vice. And it's like, I'm the same. Like, I don't do drugs. I don't really drink. Like, I don't think Ben has ever seen me drunk, ever. Because I just don't. I don't smoke. Nothing. It's just Coca-Cola. That's what gets me. I do want... No, the flies a dime a dozen. Tell them how you got me back. It was... So, I think... Was this the one at the cashier? And Ben did like, oh, babe, you've got to stop eating the cat food. And like, he was waving his hand in front of his nose as if I farted. It took you 30 minutes to go back to sleep and he was sleeping until... That's about right. Isn't that about right? Except for me, I'm the easy sleeper out of us two. So he goes to sleep first, but that's just because he, you know, goes to bed first. I fall asleep so much quicker. And the nappy one. Yeah, we were in I can barely remember the nappy aisle, but we were in there. And he's like, don't we need to get you some more nappies? Didn't you say you were out? And I literally had to like think about it. And there was this person there looking at me. And because I didn't understand the context, I was like, what do you mean nappies? And someone actually looked at me like, oh my God. It was just, oh, something. Coke for you, 100%. Pepsi Max and Dr. Pepper. Kimmy, listen, not to suggest that you need some help with your taste buds, but you most assuredly do need some help with your taste buds. What have we got? Let's just we're still in the first bloody day. I haven't even saved yet. Now that I say that, I probably should. Let's get all of this happening. Here we go. Coke for you, Sindri. You and I both. 100%. Let's just go to sleep. Oh, can I craft anything yet, actually? Oh, brilliant. I'm going to craft that. Beautiful. All those delicious permit points. We've almost got 1,000 permit points at the start of the first day. Wonderful stuff. You just have to avoid the sugar. Your teeth are not good. Yeah. I mean, my teeth are reasonably good. Considering how much Coke I have. So, but I probably should lay off. But I love it so much. Right, you're going to head to bed. I love you very much, and wish you the best with the rest of the stream. Have a lovely sleep. I'll be there to make sure you have a restful sleep. You have mango Coke. Ugh. That's disgusting. I don't really like mango, so I've got to talk to Fletch first. Hey, Sarah. How you going? Good morning. You're up nice and early. He sounded pressed. I cannot express how much I do not give one single iota of a care to anything that Fletch has to say to me right now. I cannot express it enough. Oh, here we go. So, what do we want first? I want mining and logging license, absolutely, for sure. So let's get you. And I reckon excavation license. When we have enough permit points. Let's go buy some stuff and sell some stuff. Yes, oh my word. Again, and as many cares as I had for what Fletch has to say, like half it again for how much I care what John has to say. All right. Is that 1,000? Have these always been so expensive? Oh my word. It's bedtime for you. Good night all and enjoy the rest of the stream. Well, thank you so much for joining and raiding. I appreciate you. I hope you have a lovely sleep. 6 a.m. isn't too early. It's fairly close to when you usually wake up. Oh, it's not too bad. It's a lot better than what you usually get. I haven't cooked the factus figs. The cactus figs. So I'll do that first. Sounds good. There we go. Got enough. I'm going to buy a pickaxe because I've already got logs. I'll take it. Shellfish lover. There we go. I've already got logs, so we can get some rocks and make a campfire, cook the cactus figs. Money. It's what you get for being a barefooted freshie. Oh, you're not wrong. And it's like, I don't have my beak. It feels so weird. Like, it feels just strange. Cook everything before selling. Yes, that's 100% the plan. Oh my god, you just went back and looked at my tile. I've started over. I have. I've started a new island. Got some big plans in the works. Oh, sorry, Lily, I missed yours there. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. Thank you so much for joining and for raiding. Appreciate it. That's right, you're all on daylight savings. WA don't have that. Oof. So, I don't think Queensland does either. But because of how big Australia is, we're still on different time zones. By the way, Azzy, thanks for the clip from yesterday's stream. The coffee jeans. That's proper good stuff. Ooh. It was so lovely to actually wake up to your stream. And it was good to see April Honey's streams, because she usually streams at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for me. And as much as I adore her, there's just no way that I'm getting up at that time. Alright. Yep. And do I need to talk to her about... still a bit to go. Alright, we'll worry about that later. So, WA is normally 1.5 hours behind in some states and 2 hours in others. It's insane. Like, that is a long time. Let's go. I'm going to put it here. Oh, this riveting content. There's no way. I can't do the stream doing this. As a joke, you're now going to need to name a shop Jeans. Absolutely, you have to. You absolutely have to. How many... See, this is like off-stream stuff. I'll do 5 more. I just want to get enough to get my tools. The time difference is a pain if you have to make phone calls. Yeah, absolutely. That's proper frustrating. maybe 2 or 3 fires to make it faster. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually, Misty. I was just gonna make you all suffer. Hot fruit, thank you. How many can I make? I think I've got enough for 3 more. Let's do that. Because just getting some nice money happening, because we need to, if we have a look at it, I want to plant all of these coconuts, at least all of those bananas, because they're the best for early game energy. And then just like a handful of this other stuff, because you can make fruit salad as well. So what I need for that is money, money, money. Everything costs money. No way to... Ooh. It's fine. This is fine. It's fine. Put it on there. You agree, Sarah? The world should be on the same time zone. I think... Yes, it would be cool. But then I remember that, like, some of us, like, we all share the sun, though. Because it would be pretty neat. We'd... The image is in my head. I'm struggling to get it out. So parenting is calling you rather loudly and grumpily. So you best be off, but have a wonderful stream, right? You are truly, truly incredible and hearts to chat. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for rating. And actually, you're the incredible one and I adore you. And give all the love to the fam. Lovely night. She's on fire. The girl's on fire. Yeah, you know, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks, Sam. But like, I can't go back to the time zones. My brain's cooked. Almost as cooked as these figs. It's strange when you've just woken up and then saying goodnight to others on the other side of the world. Right? I feel the same thing. It's so weird. It's weird to me that Australia has like 6 different time zones. It's... Ugh. Australia will always be ahead of the rest of the world. That's it. 100%. We knew the Titanic was going to sink long before it ever did. We're the future people. Yeah. Grab your umbrellas, folks. The future's stormy. All right. How many of those do you think I could sell? 2 full. I'm not eating it. Here we go. But it was kind of nice to actually be back in the office. It sucks because I can't... When I'm home, I could be a lot more active in chat. Like, when I'm home and workloads willing lately, it's been just absolutely insane. So it's really hard to kind of be active. But at work, it's even harder still because, you know, we're not supposed to be on our phones. And I am. So it's... You get Christmas Day and Easter a day before everyone else, and that's a bonus. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, we've waited the same amount of time, but it just feels like it's come quicker. The US has 9 time zones? Are you kidding? The US doesn't need that many. Like, that's just being a bit pedantic, I think. Oh, this should give us some proper good money. I think. We're over halfway, folks. Proper over halfway. We can do it. We can make it. Wow, that's a lot. I thought 6 was a lot. Yeah, same. And I'm reasonably sure Hawaii and Alaska are kind of out there. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of fair. But I thought that, because I think if I go US in Australia and map, hold on. Yeah. If I'm, hold on, I'm going to do screen again. Get a load of that. So I guess it's roughly the same then. I thought Australia was bigger. But that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy talk. Maybe in landmass. Maybe. It's like Australia, yeah. I suppose pretty big, and for only 6 states as well. Is that, no, that can't be, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good grief. For like 8 states. Australia looks like a small country on the map, but in real life, Australia's a huge country. Yeah. It's actually about the size of this. She made an Australian game-themed joke. Here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there, folks. Thank you so much for your patience. I need the money. I feel like a beggar. Yeah, regular maps make everything in the southern hemisphere look smaller. Yeah. Absolutely. Go, you, and you. Alright, so 4 in the mainland, Alaska, Hawaii, and 5 non-states, and 2 uninhabited islands. Didn't know we had these. Make 11 time zones. That's insane. Could you imagine if I'd done this all in the one campfire? Like, Misty, you've saved me. Africa is huge, but no map actually reflects that. I've never been there, to be fair. I would love to travel. Ben and I have been watching Friends. So Ben's watching Friends for the first time ever. And obviously, like, he knows, like, major spoilers and stuff like that. But it's kind of really cool to see his reactions on things. And I'm rewatching certain episodes whenever I catch it when he's watching it. And what really grinds my gears, and mostly I'm just jealous because we could never do it, you know, now, is that they just fly all willy-nilly. They're just like, oh, yep, fly here, fly there. Russ gets a girlfriend in England and they just fly to each other like every bloody weekend or whatever. It's insane. First time ever. I know. Isn't that crazy? Come buy my wares. Sell goods. All right, show us what you got. 211 cactus figs. Let's see. 52,000. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Don't you just love to see it? All of these permit points. Gorgeous. It is unrealistic. And here we go. Like, I'm just so jealous because I never used to have, like, wanderlust, you know. I was quite happy to not ever... Oh, I don't have that bloody thing. I never really had that drive to, you know, to travel, I guess. But I'm kind of getting to the... I don't know if it's the age, but it's starting to come where I'm like, wow, I actually do kind of really want to explore all these different things. And so... we've made this sort of thing that we want to... I do want you. I think I'm just going to buy this and a fishing license. Any of this stuff. I'm going to go metal detecting as well. Takes just over 1 week to drive from Perth to Sydney. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to cook these both for the permit points. Pop you down. And what do I get? This and fishing. And that's driving a 14-hour day. That's insane. Sorry, as I completely got sidetracked there. But for the, yeah, I guess, I don't know if I'd call it a New Year's resolution, but we're going to try and just go somewhere at least once a month. And it doesn't even have to be that far. So it could just be like an hour outside of town and maybe go and do, like, go and see. We have lots of beautiful bushwalks all around us because we live on the Great Dividing Range. and we could just go and do like a beautiful bushwalk. Or on Saturday, we're going to the Gallery of Modern Art because they have this fairy tales exhibit, and that's in Brisbane. And so, yeah, just doing little things like that to just expand, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but just travel. To drive from your house to El Paso on the other side of the state is 15 hours. Whoa. Could you imagine being that close to, to one side of the state? Well, being able to just do that? That couldn't be here. Absolutely not. There's like, I saw this post, and it was just kind of talking about how big Australia is in comparison to all the particular European countries. So it's like if you travel 2 or 3 hours in Europe, you could go through like a good couple of countries. You'll find, there we go. I'm gonna just do these ones. You'll go through like a good couple of countries. If you drive 2 hours in Australia, you're just 2 hours closer to the next town over. So you thought that was big. I mean, it is a big drive if we think about it. And luckily for Australia, I know it seems like really big, but a lot of us are not centered, but like we're all situated all around the coast of Australia. So you wouldn't really drive from one side to the other. I mean, you could, but you'd have to travel through the desert, and that's not a good time. Here we go. So what's that? 1, 2, and 3. So on top of that, I reckon we're going to plant these coconut trees and get some money happening. And they're going to take a hot moment to grow, but it's going to be worth it, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there we go. Takes 3 days to just drive over the Nullarbor, and that's a boring trip unless you play Spot the Wombat. Actually, my sister's doing that right now. And she sent the family group chat this wombat that had stayed in their camp. And I just want this all in a line. In a line, I said. This island is all about lines, apparently. Line here, line there, line everywhere. That's crazy. See, I really enjoy long drives. But also, ever since being in Sydney, Sydney's kind of ruined travel for me because their train system and all of that is just so good that now I get annoyed that I have to like drive myself. What do you mean I can't just go to the train station and work it out from there? What do you mean by that? Let's 1, 2, 3. So here in the US, it's common and reasonable to drive from California to Florida, but you guys probably just fly from coast to coast because there's so much of nothing in the middle of your country. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And this one. Oh, look at all this permanent points. Oh, you'll love to see it. Oh my god, a small snake was found in an overhead compartment of a flight in Thailand. But that was enough to freak the passengers out. Yes, you do. It was a Blandford's let me try that one again. A Blandford's brindle snake, non-venomous. You enjoy long drives as there's scenery to look at? I probably in a move that surprises nobody. I make the scenery up in my head. I daydream the whole time. And you know, have all the best conversations with myself. Is that? Why don't I have? Oh, it's probably for a tool. Yeah, it is for a tool. Never mind. Here we go. Nice big long line of nanas. Reading out venomous though, Misty, all I can think of was like Vino Moose, which is the it was a TikTok and it was this guy, I think it was a Komodo dragon, And it was in an exhibit. And he's like, oh, what's your name? And he looks at it and he goes, oh, Vito Moose. Oh, you're so cute. It's just, I think it's so funny. And that's how cooked my sense of humor is. Snakes on a plane, 100%. If they weren't so venomous, I would probably like that plane trip. Oh, you missed the whole chat, Sarah. We had, we were talking about snakes, we were talking about spiders. And those two things. A little bit of crocodiles here too, which are very cute. All right, all the goods. I think we're getting a really good setup, particularly for day 2. This is some good day 2 stuff. No. All right. Okay, so I already asked a couple of you, but I need to know. Okay, so you're locked in a room, and there is an uncomfortable amount of spiders in this room. Would you rather have the light on or off? There you go. That's the question of the day. And get some apples happening too. Snakes are fine. Big spiders are fine, but the little scuttly ones are not. Really? That's interesting. I can't. There's this girl that I see on TikTok. Apparently I just spent all my life on TikTok, if you could believe it. I think she's a pet, like, golden orb weaver, which if you've seen them, they're why I understand why people get scared of spiders. They're really quite a sight. Ugh. But no, seems to be her pet. Just kind of cute. You told a story about these giant spiders that show up on your house in spring during Tuesday night stream. You would choose the third option of not existing? Oh dear. Good grief. Can you tell, again, TikTok, which is ruining my life. Everyone was worried. They're like, oh, you know, the Chinese are listening on with TikTok. All that they've learnt from me is that I'm deeply interested in really stupid would you rather questions, and I have a really unhealthy obsession with Kaz Brecker. And that's it. That's all they've got from me. I'm a locked vault. Yeah. And Kaz Brecker's from the Shadow and Bone series. And I gotta tell you, what a guy. You can't get me started on fake men again. You gotta save me. The little scuttly ones are quick, and if you look away, they're vanished. But they're little, like, their fangs aren't even big enough to penetrate your skin. They're just after the really tiny things. Would you rather questions are fun? Absolutely, I love them. I'm terrible at thinking of them myself, but I think they're neat. Here's a question, and it's not a would you rather, it's just a question. But if you had superpowers, what would they be? You and your youngest daughter standing Kaz Brecker. Listen. Have you seen it, Sarah? If you haven't, go and watch it, and then it'll be the three of us standing him. I need to know, actually, what does she think his hottest moment is? Like, his peak moment. Because, like, I have to think is when he just whacks a guy in the head with his cane. That really does it for me. And I can't explain why. If you had superpowers, there would be no war. Oh, Sindri, that's actually really lovely. Now I feel like selfish. If I had superpowers, I'd have the ability to fill things up. And I know that sounds dumb, but hear me out. Say you're hungry, right? You just fill up your stomach. You don't even need to eat. Boom, eradicated your food bill. Okay, say that there's someone really, really annoying and they're talking to you and they're right in your face and you don't want to talk to them. Fill up their bladder. Boom, that problem will take care of itself. Like, your car, fill up the fuel tank. Like, just so easy. And you know what? No one's going to bother you. No one wants a superhero that can fill shit up. It's practically useless. So, I mean, you could probably, like, fill up, what do you call it, dams and stuff. That sounded kind of filthy. Is this, which one? The fill something up? I didn't mean that. I get it now. Sorry, never mind. I get it. Don't need to expand on that one. Okay. So, here. I'm not going to hit anything. We're almost done, folks. Almost done. Good grief. What I want to do is have a nice big focus on fishing early game as well, because in addition to the keys that I'm going to need, I want to get the jelly that comes in the crab pots, because you can make jelly brew then without having to go and kill him. Like the guy in that show Heroes, he could absorb everyone else's powers. That's pretty neat. Yeah. That's a good one. I read this really great book called Renegades, and it's like a hero versus villain, and it's dual perspective, which is so good. So good. And yeah, she's a villain and she's infiltrated the hero's headquarters kind of thing, but they don't know that she's the villain. And it's good. You'll just have to take my word for it. If you had another superpower choice, it would be to put money in account so you could buy a new PC. Queen, listen, fill things up. I'll fill up your bank for you. How much you need? You got it. There's no end to it. And it's like, you could fill up your own stomach, but what if you went to somebody's house and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I haven't really done the food shop. It's like, close the pantry, Queen. And then she closes it. It's like, now open it. And boom. It's like, oh, full of stuff. This is the prime superpower. It doesn't get better than this. I want it there. This is going to annoy me. I'm going to have to get rid of this. I told myself, oh, I'll just compact it. $3,000? I got you, Queen. You don't even need to stress. There and yeah. No. Here. Oh, it's getting just a smidge too dark. We're so close. Once we're done with this day, then we can go and start doing some actual fun stuff. Like collecting all the rocks I'll need and fishing. You're really liking my creativity because then I could absorb all your abilities. First of all, what made you think that I came up with that answer by myself? Because I assure you I didn't. But I have given it a lot of thought. Please let me. Oh, you bastard. That's really annoying. Here we go. We're so close. This is proper riveting content here. This is why we have to have superhero talk. What did I... Oh, You'll... At no point did you all let me know that I've just picked the flowers. Okay. If I had a superpower, it would be to have friends that would let me know that I can't actually bury those. Good grief. You don't know how much longer you'll be able to play Dinkum as your PC is on its way out? Oh, I'm so sorry. That is actually the worst. Oh, she hasn't given me the recipe yet. You meant all the ideas for powers in chat, but yours is unique. Oh, okay, yeah. I just took that compliment for my own. Hope you all don't mind. If you only left her a tiny bit of power, she could refill her powers too. Yeah, Kimmy. That's it. Like, I got your... You wouldn't take your powers, just absorb the ability to use too. Would it be... How much can you guys see in the dark here too, by the way? Probably not a lot. Let's stay near this. Might get some fish, actually. Get some fish happening. If there's any about. Eat that. You can see fine? Brilliant. That's good. I do worry. Because it's like, it always comes out darker on YouTube than you think it would. Oh, come on. So like on my screen, I can see, but I do worry about it just being really, really dark and then you guys can't see. And honestly, quite frankly, it's hard to imagine why you'd even want to look away with riveting content like burying everything. You're on your phone, so you can't really see even in the daylight. Okay. Again, I can't believe that, like, you want to miss this. Hard to imagine. I actually heard someone, Sarah, say serendipity today. But they actually meant the word, like, serendipity. And it's ruined for me now. I can only see you when someone says serendipity. It's fine, the commentary makes up for it. That fish! Oh, what a dog. I've got to catch you now. It's a matter of pride. Eat it. The wrong one. That's fine. I've got to catch it. Don't be hurried, don't be hurried. Oh, you bastard. These guys, you will rue the day you ruined my pride. I'm going to do it. This is it. What is it? It's just a dumb little blue fish. I'm going to catch it. I've missed. I missed. I'm going to bed. I can't take much more of this. Unreal. Unreal. Again, it's this kind of quality content that you can truly come to expect from me. Oh, speaking of quality content, you know who makes that? Serendipity Plays. So make sure you go and check her out. And she's recently monetized as well, so you could super chat now. And I am eagerly awaiting with bated breath for the memberships option to be available. I'm coming straight for it. What? Is it worth selling these? It's probably worth selling those, actually. Got 100 bush limes. Should probably ought to cook those first. 30,000? Good enough for me. Alright. April is making you some emotes and stuff, so as soon as those are done, oh yeah. Not to put pressure on her, but I need her to do it, like, now. Hold on, I want to apply for something. None of that, actually. Got another job for me. None of these people, like, want to do this stuff. Yes, 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 yes. Heaven forbid I can enjoy my day, Fletch. It was a great day of working in the office to come home and work for Fletch. Hi, right, so I've been multitasking, not something you're skilled at. That is more than okay. Have you been having a fun time? You should have not procrastinated and hired her a couple of months ago to be ready, but I also didn't want to jinx it. There was no way that you weren't going to reach the minimum requirements queen. Like, we all love your stuff. You know, and you're funny, and you're kind, and you're nice, and you're just really riveting. So if you disappear for ages, it's because you had to give your PC a funeral. Oh, Sindri. Is a new one on the horizons, hopefully, maybe? Is that an option? I know, for me, I've got a pretty beastie one, and that's 100% because I used my tax back for it. Thankfully, able to write off a whole bunch because I use it for working from home. So that was handy. Tin ore, not stone. I know, I need stone as well. But you're right, actually. I forgot about the tin ore. Where was that? That was more in the center. No, not when you have to pay high rent. It's appalling. I'm so sick and tired of... Oh, am I going to break my bloody thing here? I think I am. I'm so tired of high rent being a problem for everyone, as if housing isn't a human right. It just really grinds my gears. Computers are so expensive. They really are. Alright. Let's try and get as much as this as possible. And I really hate people who commoditize, like, basic human rights. Landlords care. But, like, about what? Money? I say that. My landlord's actually really great, and he does care, and he's been really thoughtful about what he actually sets the rent at. And it's a bit of a... And the problem as well is twofold, of course. That if your rent is lower... Like, if you're in an investment property and your rent is lower than, like, the base rate or whatever, apparently you have to pay, like, higher tax on it or something. Which is just, yeah. And it's like, the thing is that, like, not all landlords are scummy, you know, but all the scummy people who commoditize human right like that are landlords. I don't know. It actually makes me sick. Hi, Sarah, Michelle, okay, Nanny. If I wish it would be to be able to maintain an internet connection to you guys down under, the ping rate sucks and it causes so much trouble. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Australian internet is awful. What do I need to do? A campfire. I could just pick one of these up, actually. Rent, well, housing in general is about to be so high. It's going to price people out of having homes. It is. It is. It's a genuine problem. And for what? So some fucking asshole can have a second yacht. Fuck off. It proper grinds my gears. And I just think about, so what I'm paying in rent for the house that I've got now, I was paying in rent for a 3-story house 10 years ago. And it's like, there's just no way that that's sustainable, I guess. Like, you can't keep up with that. Your landlord has a huge lifestyle. Yeah, I bet. And you're the one funding it. It's frustrating, you know? What am I doing? Oh, I need to... Because it's like, yeah. People should have a right to homes. People should have a right to, like, shelter, you know? And it's becoming kind of like that dystopian sort of world where most people are going to be living on the streets and people are just going to walk by and nobody's going to help each other. And wow, this got really depressing. It just, yeah, it really upsets me to think about. And that's why I buy the crushed Wheat Bix boxes, because I can't stop thinking about people having feelings and things like that. This is taking far too long. I need a fish. You know, that, like, I just think about people's feelings way too much. And that extends to Wheat Bix boxes and spiders. Your landlord said to you, oh, I missed the fish. Hold on. Your landlord said to you a few weeks ago he's going to put the rent up again as he got a mortgage to pay for. I said, no, you don't. I pay for your mortgage, not you. And I mean, that's it. And the reality is, right, is that like, it's not the tenant's responsibility to pay your mortgage for you. If you cannot afford a mortgage on your second home, you need to sell that second home. Like, sorry, King, that's just the way it is. You know? If you can't afford a second car, you don't lease your second car, you sell it. And it's like, and a car's not even a necessity like a house is. I don't think I could be a landlord and sit comfortably knowing that people are really struggling, you know? That's just me. Let's catch a few of these bad boys. I'm not going to sell these to John just yet, I don't think. I'm just going to use them. I'm trying to get... I've got to raise that fishing level to get the crab pots. They think they're going to get better tenants, but ultimately they're going to have no tenants. Well, that's exactly it. Like, who are these better tenants? And I mean, if a tenant realistically could afford to pay your stupid high rent, why do you, like, don't you think they'd have a house? You know? That's what gets me. That would be the day, Sarah. He loves his restaurant meals every weekend. Oh. That's, yeah, insane. If you're a billionaire, you'd charge like $1 a month. Same. Because there's no... I do what Mr. Beast does. He just gives away shit. You know? There is an ethical person. And I know, like, you can argue that, you know, oh, it gets him views, which in turn gets him money. And it's like, but his business is helping people, and I can't think of a better business. The health industry is a business about helping people, and they harm more than they help. You know, so it's like one person in this world is making more of a difference than any of these bloody systems designed to actually help us. It's just pretty sad. Pretty sad to think about, you know? I guess that's my little crooked view of the world. You'd never be able to spend $1 billion in 100 lifetimes, so why not? Nobody could spend $1 billion in a lifetime, you know, realistically. And that's the thing. There's no ethical reason why someone should have access to that amount of money. Like, oh, you stupid dumb, when I get my hands on you. Yeah, like, generations down would not be able to spend that money in their lifetimes either. It doesn't make sense. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. And that's the thing, because it's capitalism for you. But you can't go straight into communism or socialism because they're not going to work either. And that's the thing that people don't realize, is you need to have a healthy balance of everything. You do need capitalism ideals. You do need communism ideals. You do need socialism ideals. And they all need to work together in harmony. Like, we need to incentivize people to work and contribute towards the community. That's the capitalism. You need to think about your fellow humans. That's just socialism. It's like, when you have too much, you should fucking share it around. That's the communism. And it all should fit together harmoniously. And so nobody gets left behind. But, like, why care about a person starving in the street when I could just sail on my yacht? It's, yeah, I don't know. And it's like, I do agree with, there needs to also be like a class system, and that's because each sort of class or societal bracket of people solve a different problem unique to their lived experience, you know? it's so you do need that thing, but nobody should suffering because they can't just afford a basic lifestyle. And yeah. Okay, this is bloody world ethics with Rhyme and Aura. Unless you're pretty much throwing money away on useless things. Yeah, absolutely. And there are greedy people in the world who just like the money. That's it. People don't understand how large 1 billion is. A million seconds is roughly 12 days. A billion seconds is just over 32 years. That's an insane statistic. Could you imagine? What do I need to do? Take the bar to you. It's so sad. And you're right, sadly that's true, and they hold all the power. Of course they do. Yep, let's do it. So, blah, 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 yep. Now, yep. Days versus decades. It's, yeah. And again, you would never spend all that money in your lifetime. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. Oh, it's a little fishbowl. I forgot about that. A little bit easier to just hoard all of this stuff. Right for President, Prime Minister, and Queen. Oh, no, it would do my head in. I wouldn't last in the cabinet meetings. Like, I'd walk out there like, gee, you're a wanker. Or they'd assassinate me before I got the chance. As I do anyone else who's remotely kind and, you know, wants to do something for the greater good. So what do I need to get? Palmwood. So let's head up. You're truly terrified about your upcoming election. I haven't followed too much about US politics. Who's running? Versus who's walking, I suppose. 1 second. Sorry, I had to take a drink, and if I swallowed while you could all hear, I would actually die. Where am I going? Up. Palm trees. It's going to be Biden versus Trump again? Isn't he going to bloody trial? Trump? Hey, yeah, good point. Good point. I can't think of it. Again, it's nobody who cares about the people. It's such it should just be a bare minimum requirement that you just care about the people that you're governing, you know, that you're meant to be looking out for. But it never is. Yeah, he's been charged with tax fraud, but I doubt he'll actually be convicted. Ugh. That's frustrating. Do you know who are the actual, villains of the bloody, of the real world? If there were villains, this is what they'd be. And that's accountants, because they're out here helping the rich, avoid paying their fair share in taxes. And it's just stop that. You know? Just let them pay. Everybody got to do it. You want to be a part of society, it's your subscription to society. Alright, that's enough for now. It's a fair assessment of us, sadly. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Who knows? Maybe our children will be better. I've already got one of you. Might sell you. What are we? We're in summer. If I have a look, can I see? I can't see a calendar until I get the notice board. Is that right? think your internet's playing up again. I'm only getting every other word. Is it just me? That was happening to me on... Whose stream was I in? I can't remember whose stream it was in. And what I had to do was I had to, like, refresh. I'm sorry, Nanny. That must be so frustrating. So you're only hearing words like attack, like accountants and, you know, villains. And you're like, wow, what, what's happened? So... Oh, hi, Debos. How are you going? I didn't know you were there. It's the strangest thing. I know that, like, lurkers exist. Because I do it, but it also feels, like, kind of weird. Because you don't... Sorry, you're not weird. I just meant conceptually, the idea of it, for me, is like, I can't conceptualize that anyone's lurking. Does that make sense? Oh, my word. She's like, yep, I'll go straight back to it after hearing that. Oh, a wild Debos has appeared during a Pokeball, yeah. That worked? Oh, that's great. That's great. So you would have just heard me bloody word vomit. How wonderful. Here we are. So, yeah. Onto bigger and better. YouTube has been glitching a lot lately. It has. And it's actually driving me bonkers. Here we go. More permit points. I can't get enough. Forest Maker. Give it. Alright. Where are we at? What do I need to do? Harvest 3 gum logs. Will do. And craft 2 items. I'll make a second in just a moment. So let's get you one. Oh, they have to be on the ground already. No worries. Stumped. You get ads on live streams now when you never did before. Oh. Maybe the person that you're watching monetized. That could be something. Oh, has he finished? He's finished his work day. And now I can't buy what I need. That's frustrating. What else do I need? Let's make some boxes. I certainly need some of those anyway. I think I'll try and make as many as I can. YouTube is making it play up so people will pay. Plus these ads now drives me crazy. That's it. It's all about everyone just wants you to pay. You've got to pay to exist. If they could tax the air that we breathe, they would. You know, they also recently instituted a new ads thing where we see them more. See, I'm very nervous about saying this, but I'm going to. I don't get ads on this account, like, ever. And I don't know what it is. So it's not that I have an ad blocker, because I don't have an ad blocker. And if I go on a different account on my browser, I'll get ads on that one. I won't get ads on any other device that I'm on with this account. It's just solely this account. And I don't know what it is. So, just blessed. Kimmy, it's a new thing. You can upgrade and not get ads. You're lucky your son did it for the family. Ads are crazy, and then the streamers get a cut of the revenue we pay. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. So is that YouTube Red? YouTube make you turn off that ad blocker to watch YouTube. Okay. So, see, yeah. So I don't have it. So it's not that. I used to, years and years ago, this is back, if Ash is still listening, this is back when he and I did YouTube together, was I had YouTube Red then. And I think I only did it for like a month. I think I just trialed it. And it was pretty good not having any ads, I won't lie. But yeah. I think I might make 5. We're just going to get all set up, ready to go. Oh, more permit points. I cannot get enough. I can't let you all. You think they're calling it YouTube Premium? Oh, yeah, of course they would. Why wouldn't they? Oh, actually, I think... I saw someone put, like, furniture in their tent, and I thought it was the cutest thing. I was like, I too shall do that. I'm putting everything all willy-nilly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we can get rid of some stuff. So here's going to be, like, all my resources and things like that. I think I had copper somewhere. That's good. This is going to be all your harvestables, stuff like that. So you can go in there. Oh, also you. And then that can be that, and that can be that. There we go. Even Disney Plus has ads unless you pay the 10, is that pounds? A month. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, the fact that you pay for a streaming service and then they make you pay more for the ads. It's like, no, you get one or the other. Let's all just take back to the high seas. That's what I think. Let's go to a different biome and get some stuff. Let's harvest you. Your good money. I really hope that we're about to see another rise in piracy because it's absolutely bonkers and it doesn't need to be. It's just pure greed. And it's like Netflix cancelling every good show just because it doesn't make Stranger Things money is just insane. And then raising rates after doing that. Pure insanity. I wish that I had the balls to do that. Oh, I'd be running this world if I carried around big kahunas like that, I gotta tell you. I want to go to a different biome and just look for some stuff there. I think in the tropics, it's all mostly morning bugs. I've got one of you, but I'm going to take you because when Julia comes, I'm going to sell a lot of you. You would not complain about the ads because that's how you make money, but there was always more and more as time went on. I certainly don't miss the ads. I mean, yeah, like sometimes they're fine and you don't mind them. And we all grew up with ads on the TV and I'm okay with that. And I pay for a reasonable amount of streaming services. I'm just really blessed that I'm in a situation where I can. But not everybody's like that. And it's like they just keep raising the rent. And it doesn't need to be. You can't keep raising the prices and introduce ads. Like, what are we paying for? Just to watch Bluey? I've never watched Bluey. Oh, that's new. That's new. I want you. That's not new. Never mind. I just saw the blue. I've never watched Bluey. I think my son just got a bit too old at the wrong time and just wasn't interested in it. Oh, I don't think I have you. Nice. That was a good find. For some reason, you don't get ads. You think it is an ad blocker with Brave browser? Okay. So do you get ads in other devices? Watch Bluey now. I hear the song like, Mom, Dad. Oh, geez. Oh my God. There we go. Oh, I shouldn't have put away all my food here. I can grab some of this. You only use this one. Okay. Yeah, it might be that then. I'd be very curious to know, because maybe you're a bit like me and we just don't get ads. Because I thought that maybe it was because I've got a branded account, but no. It's, there's somebody else I know who has a branded account and they get ads. Netflix might be healthier. Oh, here we go. For you, it's either Netflix or a packet of sausages. Yeah, I mean, Netflix may be healthier, but sausages are pretty darn good. Nothing better than a good snag. What? I'm thinking my time probably would have been better spent fishing. Do we have anything in the billabong here? Let's get this out. Nope. You love sausages. They're your favorite food? I don't think they're my favorite food, but I certainly do like them a lot more than I should. Or I haven't got you yet. Again, like, we all know it. I've said it 1,000 times. McDonald's is my favorite food. I love it so much. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Have I caught you? I don't think I have. Don't you swim away when I'm talking to you? Your complaint is to those who buy a coffee daily and then complain about increase of gas prices. I get that, but I also, like, again, shouldn't be so expensive. I don't like the fact, and it's really bad here, but the price of fuel goes up right before, like, school holidays or public holidays or anything where you might be, doing traveling and stuff, and it's intentional. Like, that's intentional price gouging, and that's what I have a problem with. I've already got these. McFlurry or hot fudge sundae? It's weirdly a mix of both. I love Oreo McFlurry with hot fudge topping. That's what my heavenscape looks like. 100%. A good quality sausage is so adaptable and tasty. I don't think I would ever say adaptable. And that's just because I can't cook. I hate cooking. I do. I hate it so much. So here we go. I thought it would be something else here in the northern... Where am I? I'm in the northern oceans. Yeah. For sure. Here, as soon as it hit Christmas, fuel prices came down for 6-week holidays. As soon as school goes back, fuel goes up again. See, ours was the opposite. It went up for the holidays. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. For these 6-week ones, I've noticed that fuel has gone down. But for, like, the 2-week holidays, fuel goes up. And that's what grinds my gears. And it's like, fair enough, we know it's not a renewable resource, we know it's reasonably expensive to get, we know it's, it's becoming rarer and rarer. It makes sense that the price is going up, I get that, but there's intentional price gouging going on, and that grinds me. Here, eat that. Don't think I forgot what you did to Steve. Eat it. All right, you're going to need to go and deal with the animals and get a shower. Oh, you stupid, I can't help but feel that was your fault, Sarah. All right, you're going to need to go deal with all the animals and get a shower to get going on your day. Have a lovely rest of the stream, and good night/day to chat. Well, I hope you have a lovely day. I hope your animals really appreciate you. To me, if they can have fuel to go down for tourists so they can travel, they can keep the fuel cost down permanently. Ooh, hold on, I'll get back to that. I've got to focus. Oh, this is intense stuff. Ha! Easy. They're just ripping people off. They are. Yeah. Anything that costs me money is ripping me off. I'm so cheap. It's not funny. Yeah. You love to cook, but often don't have the energy needed. You're hoping to get a special stool that'll make it safe for you to cook seated. Oh, I remember you saying that. I do hope you get that. Here we go. Nice. permit points for days. I really do hope that you get that. I don't have the patience for it. It kills me. Although, saying that, my son and I made cupcakes earlier this week. I think it was Monday. And I'm walking the wrong way. I need to go this way. Oh, my word. That was so good. It's nothing to do with oil prices. Of course it's not. But that's just it. Like, it's not about looking after our fellow humans. That's the reality of it. I mean, I feel like also in saying that, like, I'm taking away from people who are doing really innovative inventions to, you know, help clean up the sea and renewable energy and all of this stuff. And people are doing really amazing work out there. And I wish them all the best. I hope they keep going. I hope they, like, actually proper get it. You know? You've got the occupational therapist coming next week, so fingers crossed. I've got everything crossed for you. I really do. Let's grab those figs. We love our figs here. And our wattle. And I've done all my quests. I should be helping people out. And I haven't done a single bloody fella's quest. So I need to get that happening. Here we go. Let's head home. What's my inventory like? Not too bad. Again, when we get the museum, I'm going to get a whole bunch of permit points. It's going to be proper good. And then what I'm hoping for is I need to hoard onto this fish because I really want to save for the first week of summer when John also sells those tickets. Need John to 4 hearts for recycling. Yes, that's right, we do. Beginning of Dinkum is so fun, but so grindy. It is. Absolutely. And that's all we've been doing. We've been grinding it out right here. Do I have a theme in mind? Oh, my word. I so do. Oh, not necessarily a theme. I have a layout in mind. Would you like to see it? It's the first week now. That's so good. That at least gives us time. Let's go back to sleep. Oh, I'm too full. I can make it. Alrighty. Let's go to sleep. I'm not sure if you were here, Debos, when I did the special drawing. Y'all, this is on your stream. It's coming up. Here it is. Color change. So we can go through it. So we got our 4 cardinal points. North, south, east, west, where the towers are. We're going to have highways to the towers. We're going to have like a little center here, a little center diamond, and that's where town hall's going to be. We're going to have a little sort of town hall-y build. There's going to be a road to each like tower there as a diamond. So a drone flying above them. Yes, a drone. So yeah, so there's going to be a big diamond. There's also going to be like a square to kind of connect to the diagonals there. In these 4 squares here, that's going to be our town. In the triangles here, that's going to be fun little special builds. I don't really have anything in mind yet, but that's where they're going to exist. And then biomes right in these big fellas here. And we're going to like just redefine a biome in Dinkum. We're just going to change it all. And, you know, I haven't really got anything in mind outside of a swamp, but I want like a swamp to look like an actual proper like swampy swamp. Yeah. So that's that. That's what we're doing. First time I've ever shown that too. Good grief. So, how are we looking? I think reasonably, we're actually doing pretty good for where we're at. We're set up with a lot of little fellas here. We do need to get John to 4 hearts and get him to move in. Yeah, I've got to cook up some fruit and all of this. There's got to be a lot of dirt printers. Yes, I'm going to try and go with the natural land as much as possible. So where there's water, I kind of want to bridge over it. To be fair, it probably will be a land bridge, but I do want it to look like a bridge. Yeah, but I think I will call it there for tonight. I am somehow exhausted. It's only 11 o'clock. I feel like I've just been getting tighter and tired. I've been working long hours. I think that might be contributing. So with that, I just want to thank you all so much for coming on this new journey with me. This is catered to people, this series, I suppose, is catered to people who haven't played Dinkum before and are interested in me whinging about the current political climate. So, you know, thank you for learning how to play with me. So, yeah. Again, thank you all so much. Keep your standards low. Keep your hopes high. We'll see you next time.